Hello, strong people. Week 5, day 1 of OSG Mid-Atlantic Regional Prep. And if I'm being honest, today kind of feels like day 1 of prep because I don't really have, like, any more OSG qualifier stuff left, like the online. I have the sandbag still to do, but I already kind of have that in the program, so I'm just going to do that, pretty much whenever. I was supposed to do it Saturday. I was already there for hours at that point, and the yoke absolutely crushed my soul, so I did not do the sandbag that I was supposed to do, which is an ongoing theme for these qualifiers. They are much harder than I had anticipated. That is without a doubt. Doing these is no prep. Not smart for someone that is, I'm just not. I don't know how to describe it. Like, these are not my base numbers. I'm going for numbers that are PRs for me. And to do that with no prep, no real anything going into it, it's kind of stupid. But I had it in my mind I wanted to do the qualifier. So here we are. But that's besides the point. Anyway, today is press day as usual, main event pressing. I just got my program a few minutes ago, so I got some axle and then log, clean and strict. I don't know if it's strict press away. I don't even know. I barely looked at it. I know it's axle and log, so. My elbows kind of hurt. They were a little bit sore going into last Thursday, but now they're a little bit more sore because I obviously did some really heavy pressing Saturday because of the log event for the qualifier. I did okay. Almost hit a nice PR. But almost doesn't count in this sport, so oh well. And my lovely wife had the massage gun on my back last night and absolutely just beat me up in a good way. I needed it really bad because I was not feeling good after the yoke event on Saturday. That crushed me. I was probably 5'6" after that. Probably not really, but you know what I mean. It's heavy, and I didn't like it, so. I feel better. I doubt I'm 100% right now. There's just no way. But how often are you in this sport? So get over it. Yesterday was my birthday. We did not hit 600 subscribers. It happens. Probably my own fault because my videos on Saturdays are really bad lately because I haven't really done much besides online qualifiers, and I can't show those yet because, it's just part of playing the game with it. You don't want to give off, your numbers and have someone beat you by a pound or something, which I realize is probably going to happen based on the log, whatever I hit. The number I hit was like half a pound below a certain number, and that leaves room because if someone hits that certain number, then boom, they beat me by a little bit. That's just nitpicking stuff. So, tonight's the home run derby. I'm excited for that. I don't know if I played baseball before. I mentioned that before, I think, on this channel, but I love the home run derby. I love the All-Star game. It's like my favorite thing. The new format's a little bit strange for the derby, but I was a teenager whenever they switched to like the timed rounds thing. I thought it was going to be stupid at first, but then they come out and they hit like 40 in a round, and I'm like, all right, maybe we're talking now. But I do miss is when we just had monsters in there. Just absolutely hitting moonshots. I remember watching, like as a kid, PNC Park in '06 when they had the Derby there, and like David Ortiz was in the Derby. I think Ryan Howard won it. I could be wrong. But then there was like Prince Fielder, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Aaron Judge standing these 500-foot missiles. And now it's not the same. Like, I understand why people don't do it because they worry about messing up their swing and stuff. But that makes perfect sense. I don't blame them at all for that. But I do wish that there was just some monsters in there that would just hit bombs. Like, hitting a bunch is cool, but like hitting a couple really far ones, it's almost cooler. Almost. Another side note, I don't have electricity right now. It's been out for a few hours. Not that I have electricity in here anyway, but the house doesn't have any either, so That means we're on the, a level playing field here, I guess. I don't know what that means, but I need to quit talking and get pressing, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, wow. I'm tired. Those felt good, I think. I don't know. Something I can tell, how I know I'm fatigued, just not fully rested before a session. On cleans, whenever my glutes are lacking, or basically, yeah, glutes are lacking. So whenever I dip for the push press, my knees will come forward more because they're my glutes aren't working. So my body is just like, let's use your quads then, which still is not a good idea. You don't want your quads to come super far forward on an overhead press. You want them to kind of go out to the side, kind of like at a 45-degree angle from your body, maybe. Probably not the, like, you don't want your knees going straight. You don't want them going completely sideways. You want them somewhere in the middle. And you want your you want your toes pointed that way, your knees track over it. Because you can recruit, glutes that way. And it's just not, it ain't happened today. I could tell warming up that it was going to kind of be like that. But given all that, that went well. So what it was called for was 4 sets of 6 at 295. That was 298 just because the axle is 68 pounds. But the first 3 reps of each set had to be cleaned. And something that's different here is it's a fixed axle at the show. And what that means is if you watch Olympic lifting is probably the best one. But when they clean the bar, move the bar in any way, the plates will spin freely. No, I should say the end caps, the sleeves will spin freely with the weights on it. Weights can slide on it too, whatever. And what that does is it means that the bar itself will stay wherever your hand is. The sleeves will rotate around it, so there's no extra torque into your hands. But whenever you add in a fixed implement, the weights and the bar all move at the same time. So if you try to rotate the bar, rather than just rotating the 68-pound bar, you are rotating the entire implement. So that's why in some of those sets, specifically set 3, I caught myself there. So I don't have a fixed bar, so I had to kind of make do with one. I took a shorty band and I stuck it inside the clip, and then I jammed that clip in close to the weights to keep them from spinning. And it works okay. But on set 3, it worked very well. Well enough to where it caught me off guard. So that's why it landed on my chest in a great position. But I couldn't rotate it. It wouldn't let me rotate. It was just stuck there. So I fell forward. And then I kind of made that adjustment, prepared for it more on the last set. So honestly, rather than gripping the bar super tight, for the transition from stomach to shoulder to rack position, I was kind of catching it in a way, letting it do what it wanted to, and kind of getting my hand, rotating my hand under it, not necessarily rotating the bar with my hand. Easier said than done. It's still not easy. It makes cleaning it considerably harder. It's just a whole. If you've never done it and you're able to go try it, because it's legitimately a lot harder. Like whenever you see the pros do it, like 95% of the time it's a fixed axle. Like a good example, Mitchell Hooper just set the axle press record at 218 kilograms. I don't know exactly what that is, like 480 something maybe. But that bar is fixed. So whenever he'd pop it, it would sit, pop again, and rotate. Eddie Hall was really good at using that rotation to get into position. He'd let it land on his chest and kind of get underneath it and then use that to press. I can't strict press, 450 pounds on an axle though, so I don't know if I'm able to do that, but I'm happy with that. Especially after, cleaning 3 reps. I can tell that this movement is kind of wearing on my elbows a little bit, just with all the extra torque. That flip is, I don't know how to describe it other than there's just a lot of torque going from stomach to rack position. So I do have log next. It's only 2 sets. I think it's a 265. So one set of 6. I can Viper the first rep if I want. And I think it's strict after that. So 1 set of 6 at 265, and then 1 set of 6 plus at 265, I believe. I believe it's strict. So I'm going to strip the axle down, throw on the log, maybe do 1 warm-up set just to get the feel for the neutral handles again, and then we'll go for it. So thank God it's only 2 sets, because that axle kind of wore me out a little bit, but let's get into it. tired. Pressing is done. My upper body is fried. I mean, that's gonna happen whenever you do really heavy incline. Thursday, a max, 2-rep max. Redundant, but you get the point. 2-rep max on a clean and press log, and then 24 total reps at 300 pounds, 298. How many cleans then? 12 cleans? Yeah, 12 cleans at 298. And then it's only 2 sets of 6. I don't know what I got. I think I did an extra rep on the first set. And then the second set was a plus, so whatever I got. I don't know if it was 8 or 9 or what, but my upper body's tore up. It's wrecked. Shoulders just feels clunky. Just tired. So I need to do some proper recovery with that. Kind of target it more so than just rest. Do something a little bit more active maybe. But I'm happy with that. Very happy with how everything felt. Surprisingly. I was pretty bloated at the start of the workout. I don't feel as bad now. That was why I was burping so much on camera earlier. In between sets, that axle landing on my stomach and then transition, it was, after each set I was burping like crazy, getting all the bloat out. And I ate a loaf of bread yesterday pretty much, so it's my own fault. But it is what it is. So I don't want to talk too much right now. I still have some accessories, so we'll move into those. I don't know if they are yet, but we'll find out, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so this is going to be like the closing part of the video. I got 3 sets of 8 and then 1 AMRAP on this. Wide grip, paused. Yeah, I got accessories after, but my phone's slightly crooked. I'm probably sideways on the screen, but it is what it is. So, hopefully I get in everything I'm going to say before the timer runs out. But I don't plan on taking, too long with these, so. Now, I don't talk about where I'm from, but something pretty crazy obviously happened over the weekend. And it happened about 25 minutes from my house. In, Butler County. You know what I'm talking about. And I drove straight through there 2 hours before it happened. Literally 2. I drive through there every time I go to 580 Barbell. Like literally right next to it. I know exactly where that is. Pass it almost every weekend. Twice a weekend, because go there in the morning, come back through at night. And I was through there 2 hours before it happened. Saw everybody set up, everything going on. Me and my wife went down towards Pittsburgh to pick up a bridesmaid's dress for her. And on the way back, we noticed a lot of police cruisers, like undercovers, whatever, flying by us. We're like, something's going on. And then we got through Butler, and we went past the Butler Hospital, and this is when we knew something was really up. So let me do another set. So we drove by the Butler Hospital, and there's a few different entrances to get to it. I was up there for work before the previous job, and they had bottom entrance blocked off completely. There was like 5 cruisers there. And then we saw more cruisers going down the back road to the back entrance. So at that point I knew, I was like, they're blocking off the hospital. That means someone important is probably in there. Sure enough, check the news, and that was going on. You know, I had messages from friends and stuff, of course, because they know I'm from here. Well, not from here, but you know, I live here. I've been here over 2 years now. And it was just pure insanity. I don't even know how else to describe it. I mean, history's both good and bad, and that was history right there. 25 minutes from my house. Place I drive by every weekend, just about. And of course I work for the government, so we had a meeting talking about it. Not talking about it specifically, but more like, because it's so close to home, they have counselors and stuff if you knew somebody that was there or you yourself were there. So that was nice of them to mention that. Of course, we knew we had them, but like it's just like that reminder, like if you need someone to talk to about that, here you go. It was wild. But that's not what this channel is. We're lifting, so. Also, I need to get this done because Home Run Derby starts soon. And I want to watch some people hit dingers. I think I mentioned it earlier, but my power's out too, so cannot go inside. I mean, I can go inside, but like, there's nothing in there. It's gonna be dark. It's nice out here. All right, let's do the other set. Oh, that might have been 9. It's really annoying. Like, I have ESPN Plus. It's like that bundle with Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever. And it's worthless. You can't watch anything on ESPN Plus. What is the point? It's just a joke. Like, I wanted to watch the Home Run Derby on it, but you got to sign in through a TV provider, which I don't have. They used to steal my parents, but they don't have a dish anymore. So I got nothing. And funny enough, I found out Fubo has access to it. So we used my wife's, we used our Roku account or whatever to use our first 7-day free trial on Fubo for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest because I really wanted to watch it for whatever reason. Well, perfect. Loved it. So, canceled that subscription because Fubo is dumb expensive. It's like $80 a month. Like, why? Why would you do that? I cannot justify that at all. So anyway, we canceled that. It was only a 7-day free trial. And of course, July 4th was more than 7 days ago, so I signed up with another account to get another 7-day free trial just using my email. And now I have access to it. Or at least I should. If I don't, I'm going to throw a big temper tantrum and be sad. This is like part of it's like my favorite thing every year. Because it's right around my birthday, a few days before, a few days after, whatever. It was like it was like a birthday present to me every year, having the All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby on. All right, next set. There for you. I don't even know if the camera's still recording. I hope it is. If not, that's all you're getting. No, seriously, some good news. Tomorrow, we are breaking ground finally with the garage. So, dig starts tomorrow, I believe. You know, weather permitting, I would imagine. Should be finished. You know, the dig itself will be finished. I don't know. I have no idea how long that stuff takes. So soon, and then the concrete will start pouring next Tuesday. They said so. Cross my fingers. I've said that before. But you know, that didn't happen last week, so we'll see. To no fault of the concrete guys. I don't even know who's. It's nobody's fault, I guess. Either way, I'll just be happy once everything's done. I'm a little bit frustrated that the garage takes, you know, like 8 to 12 weeks to, you know, actually get here. But before winter is all I really care about. And then of course, gotta get electric in it, gotta get lights, whatever else you want in it. So, and then we gotta move all this stuff into its permanent home. Unless we ever decide to sell this place for whatever reason. I don't have any plans on that anytime soon. I have to pay it off first, obviously, but I don't know. Hopefully, permanent home. Crossing my fingers on everything. You know, something can always go wrong. But in closing statement, good lift today. I'm not done, but you know, for you, this is everything you've seen, and I'm happy with it. So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.